and I see a pop-up in my phone, McKinsey recruiting. Okay, from McKinsey recruiting. I Guys, trust me, my hands were literally shivering to even open that email. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? So this video is going to be really different. This is all about how I almost got into my dream company, like almost got into my dream company and the whole experience. So this is going to be a story time. So let's get started with the video. So it all started after I graduated college. That's in May 2024. I graduated from Christ University, Bangalore. And honestly, guys, I never had any plans to sit in the placements because I was fully focused on my CA exams. So my only plan was to give in the CA intermediate exam, clear the exam, get in Big Fours for CA articleship, and then move on with my career only with CA. Like, I had no other plans, I had no other thoughts, no other plans at all. So I was continuing like this till September 2024, where I failed my CA exams a couple of times, and that's when it started hitting me like, what if this CA thing doesn't work out? And trust me, I was more scared of this what if question even more than the CA exams itself. So it was that serious. So that's when I started exploring other opportunities as well, and that's when I came across my college placement department. So I reached out to the placement officer in my college. He was literally very helpful, so he added me in the placement group, and I started getting opportunities every single day from my university. And even though I apply or not apply, I'm just grateful for the opportunities that I was getting. Okay, so till then I was not even paying any attention to any of the opportunities, because even after getting added in the placement group, I was only fully focusing on CA exams again. So that was the entire story, okay, until November. And I received that one email and I saw those words expressly: it's McKinsey and Company is coming to your college to hire. Okay, I was literally so shocked. Like, guys, I was so shocked, because first of all, I was thinking it's a fake email. Okay, because I always thought companies like McKinsey, BCG, Bain, they only hire MBA graduates. And I completely read about the role and everything, and they asked only for undergraduates, BCom students, BCom who specialized in finance. So, and it was not even a finance role. Okay, it was a half consulting role and half a strategy kind of role. Okay, so I was like so happy, guys, like, I can't tell you. And then I scroll through the email, and then I came across the pay. Okay, and guys, after seeing that number, I literally lost my brain. Okay, I literally lost my mind. Like, what even is that number? I am so shocked. I was like, this is it. If I get this, this is going to be my dream come true. That too, I was just 21, and it's going to be so good. And suddenly, this didn't feel like just another opportunity. It actually felt like something that actually could change things for me, like if it works out. They asked us to fill this Excel sheet with our CGPA, resume, contact phone number, mobile number, email, and everything. And thankfully, at that point of time, my CGPA is really high. Okay, so I was like fully in. Okay, so that was the first time I started taking my resume so seriously. Like, every word mattered. Like, I changed literally everything according to McKinsey standards, and I literally followed every single tip, and I made the resume so perfect. So I applied. Okay, but then I scroll down to see the number of students that actually applied for this role. It's more than 150. Okay, I literally paused. Like, all the excitement and all the inner screaming excitement, everything was gone, and the reality hit in. Like, out of all of these people, why would they pick me? If in case they are picking me, why would they pick? So that's when I decided this is going to be really competitive, and I have to give all in. So I guess after 3 days I received an email for the very first assessment. So usually in all companies, like in all the companies, they give this written assessment. Okay, before any interview they give this written assessment, but for McKinsey this is slightly different. Okay, there is this game called the McKinsey solve game, and you have to, there will be two rounds in that game, and you have to solve the game using logical reasoning, analytical thinking, etc., and clear that exam. So I know a lot of people who didn't actually clear the solve game as well. So anyone who would prepare for a McKinsey interview, they would know like what exactly a solve game is. So I did my own research. I watched tons of YouTube videos on what exactly this is, and I gave all in. Okay, I so obviously for anyone 3 days would not be enough for something new like this, but I tried my best. So on the actual day I felt like I did really good, like the part 1 went really good, but the part 2 was slightly confusing. So there was a time limit as well, so in that rush I submitted something for part 2, but for part 1 I know genuinely that I did well. Okay, I could literally see that I solved this. Okay, I solved the game. So yeah, that was it. And even after this, at this point I was not expecting anything from this opportunity. Okay, I was just relaxing after the game. I was like, there's too much competition, I don't think so I'll get the interview call as well. Then after a couple of days I received an email from, and I see a pop-up in my phone, McKinsey recruiting. Okay, from McKinsey recruiting. I Guys, trust me, my hands were literally shivering to even open that email. I was like, literally I was shivering to open that email. And then I opened the email slowly, and I was scrolling down slowly to see, and just to see that I've been shortlisted for further rounds of the interview. And I will be connected to a representative who will help me in the process. guys Guys, this is it for me. I literally lost everything, because everywhere in the internet I see that getting an interview call from McKinsey is really a big thing, and that too this early. I was so happy, and it was unbelievable. Okay, so there's this couple of friends that I was talking to who also applied for the role, and they say that they did not receive any interview call. And later when I reached out to my placement officer, I get to know that I was the only one out of these 150 people from my campus that actually received the interview call. Okay, so I was like, what even is this, what even is happening? Like, guys, you won't believe, that was like very special moment for me. So even though I get selected or not selected, but that moment was really special for me. That's when it actually started sinking in for me. Okay, this is actually serious. Okay, we are getting this. And I started preparing like hell for the interview rounds. Okay, so at this point, since I am eligible for the interview rounds now, and in the next few days I have to give the interviews, they have allotted me a representative who will actually help me in the entire interview process. Okay, so I think this is the best part of McKinsey hiring process, that they don't actually tell you that you are selected for the interview rounds. They are actually there for you to get in. They actually want you to get in. So isn't that amazing? Like, I really love the process. And considering the fact that that was my very first interview experiences in my career, I was genuinely so grateful and happy. Okay, so I've been connected with this representative Philippines branch, and she is so sweet, and she has explained me everything in detail, the hiring process and everything, even though everything is available in the McKinsey official website on what is the hiring process, like everything in detail. Like, she had explained me everything in detail. So the first thing that she had informed me is there will be three particular rounds for the interview. The first one is the technical expertise round. Second one would be technical expertise plus the case study round, mostly like the case study round. And the third one would be the generic HR discussion and everything. Okay, so I was like fully prepared, and even after she told that, I started watching a lot of YouTube videos, people's experiences on McKinsey interviews and everything. So for the first round, as much as I remember, I had 1 week of time to prepare. So So after 1 week, I actually have my interview scheduled. Okay, so I reached out to a lot of people who is in this particular who's currently working in this particular position in this particular department, and I asked their experience, their interview experience. I actually told them that my interview is scheduled in next 1 week, could you please help me? And people are literally like, guys, trust me, like people are literally so sweet. Each one of them replied, each one of them shared their own insights on how was their experience, what will be the questions. So that's when I started actually preparing seriously. So and then comes the interview. Like, guys, like, listen, so this is my first interview experience, right? And what is exactly going on in my mind at that point of time? I was so nervous, I was so overwhelmed, like with all of this that's happening, and I literally thought the interview is going to be really really stressful, and I was not even feeling so confident, because we all know how McKinsey interviews will be, right? Because genuinely, when I thought about a McKinsey interview, the only thought that's coming in my brain is like, this is going to be really, really difficult. This is going to be really, really difficult. It was one of the most chillest experiences, interview experience that I've ever had, even till date. Okay. So the interviewer is so sweet and interactive, and she literally seemed like she's interested to know more and more, listen more and more from me, and it didn't make me feel like, okay, she's just trying, she's just waiting to for me to finish a sentence or something. So she asked me the basic questions in accounting, finance, and she asked me mostly about myself, like what are my experiences and everything. The interview lasted for around 1 hour, and after the interview, my genuine thoughts were like, this is very easy, it's very chill. Like, after my first round of interview, at this point the only thought that's running in my mind is, I basically have to clear one more round, because the third round is just the HR discussion. So the second round is the only thing that I have to prepare now, like just one more round away. Like, I was so happy. Okay, even after the first round, I was still skeptical about the results, because anything can happen. It's a McKinsey interview, right? Like, anything can happen. So I was fully prepared for all of that. And then instantly after one day, I received an email that, congratulations, you have been selected in the first round and you've been moved to the second round, and second round of interview. And guys, it's all over the place that the case study round in MBB's McKinsey BCG going to be the most rigorous and the most toughest, right? So first of all, we all know that case study based interviews are going to be a little more numerical, little more analytical, and it's going to be a little more trickier than the technical interview. I was fully in for this as well. I think I had one more week for this second round, and I referred to two books to prepare for this particular round. The first one is Case in Point, and the second one is The Guesstimates. I'll link it down here in the description if you want. So I referred to both of them, and I solved in this 1 week of time. I solved over 100 plus cases. Even though I couldn't solve manually, I solved manually, I think 20 or 25 cases. Like, there will be same kind of cases but different questions. So there will be four categories of cases, and same cases will be repeated. So basically it's like that. I started preparing, and I was like really confident with numbers at that point of time, at the end of 7th day and at the end of the week, and I was fully prepared and fully in. And then I get the email of the details of the interviewer, and this was again an online meeting. And my interview representative has instructed me to keep a blank paper and pen to the interview. Okay, so obviously to solve the case study question. And to my shock, the that particular interview experience was really different. Okay, it's not like a typical case study based interview or something. Okay, so let me tell you why. So the interviewer enters into the meeting, and again he was really friendly, and he was really jovial. In fact, he was really hilarious. And then he asked me some basic questions about my college, about my experiences, about my projects and everything. And then, guys, like, you won't believe this, he started showing me his cats. out of nowhere in the interview, in the McKinsey, I was so serious. From this end, I was so serious. I was like, with this pen, with this paper, ready for the question. Like, you hit me with the question, I am ready to solve and give it to you back. I was in this mode. And from his end, he was literally showing me his cats, and he was asking like, aren't they cute? These are my cats, aren't they cute? And I was like, what even is happening? Okay. So that was it for some time. And he started asking some questions relating to my role, and I answered all of them. It was like verbal questions only, not like any case study question, so I answered them correctly. And then he's like, that is it for today, then I'll see you. So guys, like, literally my first interview lasted for 1 hour. My second interview literally lasted for only 20 minutes. Okay, hardly 20 minutes, yeah. So I exited from the meeting, and I was like, what even is happening? I mean, this was not expected actually. After this, 2 days later, I received an email that thank you for your time, even though your qualifications, even though your profile is impressive, the role is already filled by someone else, so we will not proceed with your candidacy. And I just sat there staring at the screen, because this didn't feel like a normal rejection. It felt incomplete. Like, I didn't get the chance to fully show what I prepared for, but then it is what it is. I even reached out to my interview representative and the HR, hoping that something could change after this. But they told me that there is nothing that they can do. The position is already filled by someone else. Of course, I was disappointed that day. Not in a dramatic way, but in a very quiet way, that I had come so close, like literally so close, and how can I lose this big opportunity, right? And till now, this particular thing stays in my heart. Like, what if I get that opportunity on that particular day? Where would I be right now? So, but then after some time, I started seeing all of this experience in a different way. Okay, in a different perspective. Just listen to me. Okay, so first of all, I wasn't even expected to be in that place. Okay, my focus is fully on CA. I wasn't even expected to be in the placements. I wasn't even in the placement group in the very first place. So if I see this in a different way, I wasn't even trying, but I was still there, very close to get into my dream company. And that realization actually made me think that maybe it's not even that far. That instead of thinking that I failed at something or I couldn't do something, why not? And honestly, guys, at the end of the day, I'm just so grateful for this massive opportunity so early in my career, because this is really big for me. And who knows, maybe someday I'll sit in the same company again thinking about all of this, and this time maybe the story will end differently. But anyways, the whole purpose of this of me sharing this with all of you is, none of these experiences or none of the failures, none of the rejections should make you lose your entire perspective on a particular thing or make you stop. Maybe you never know what the future holds for you. This is it for today, and love you all. See you with my next video.